The general theme is how does it feel to be a hypocrite?
Right. Well, he sounds like a royal dirtbag.
I was wrong about something.
Magnificent! Magnificent! Magnificent!
If we can be with ourselves, if we can understand ourselves, we can love.
It's not my fault nobody can understand what you're saying.
Let's go while we're young.
3, 2, 1. Just introduce yourself and tell me what you ate for breakfast.
Hey, good morning, everyone. It's too early for breakfast, but soon, my friends, soon. Righteous anger, finale, part 3 today. Excuse me. Anger, an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Seneca. Let me say that again. Anger, an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Seneca, a Stoic. We obviously talked about Stoics a while back and the Stoic virtues. So this is going to be short and this is going to be to the point. You are wrong. And I rarely say that you are wrong, but so many of you are wrong. I think that you're blind. I think that you're confused. I think that you're consumed. And I think that you are controlled. And I think that you are deaf with this anger thing right now, with all the stuff going on, with what are literally riots. Anger is going to do that. It's going to blind you. It's going to deafen you. It's going to confuse you. Anger is going to consume you. Anger is going to control you. And what's happening right now is exactly that. The Democrat Party as a whole uses anger to divide and distract you. The Republican Party as a whole uses anger to divide and distract you. The independent and alternative political parties uses anger to divide and distract you. You are divided, you are distracted, and you are angry. It's not good. I was watching a podcast of a prominent, in fact, one of them has made claims, and I've never researched it, but I was watching them, and one of them claims that they were a former aide to President Obama for many years on this podcast, and they're flailing their arms all over the place, and we're angry about this, and go team, and all of it, burn it down, and then they go into how to keep your home safe. Their advertisement was for a security company that provides security for their doors and the cameras and all this thing. And they literally were talking about how angry they were with President Trump, and that, they're not going to be able to do this through security and force and, immigrants and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to go into the details of that, but then literally their paid advertisement was to secure their home from intruders and invaders. They were being paid to say how good their security system is at their home. Moments before, they were making you angry as a listener and a viewer about President Trump. And I'm not going to say either way here, but these are just facts. Anger is going to blind you, distract you, it's going to consume you, and it's going to control you. So what you do with it is up to you, and what I do with it is up to me. So this is part 3. Is righteous anger a necessary motivator for justice, or a flawed, risky emotion? It is a flawed, risky emotion. So let's go to the Stoics. So in Stoicism, like Seneca, Epictetus, I think is how you say his name. I don't know. I'm not good with that. But Marcus Aurelius, some of them. So their view, Stoics' view, is generally how they view anger, even righteous anger. They view it with much skepticism. In fact, most philosophers in general will agree that if you're going to consider and call something righteous anger, that it must be tempered by reason. It must be proportionate to what is happening and what is going on, accompanied with reason and focus on constructive outcomes, not vengeance or terror. Seneca said this on anger. He argues that anger is dangerous and irrational, clouding judgment and leading to harm. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes controlling emotions through reason, as external wrongs are beyond our control. Only our response matters. Now, many of you were here and were cheering me on for Stoic virtues and what we were talking about. And yet I see on your social media, I see what you're promoting, I see what you're saying is good and okay. Looting and rioting is not. Peaceful protesting is a yes for me. There is a very, very big difference. So here's a key idea that I want you to take from this. Righteous anger might feel justified, but most of the time it's delusional. True virtue lies in calm acceptance and addressing injustice through rational action, not your emotional passion. So we have to limit anger even when it is aimed at correcting a wrong. We feel it's justified. It often escalates into vengeance and then ultimately self-destruction. So the Stoics advocated for a detachment from the emotion of it and use wisdom instead of violence and terror. And that's not what we see. It's not what you're even doing. It's not what you're even promoting. Happy June 11th, Wednesday. We'll see you on Monday at 6:30 a.m. Have a great day.
You know what I just saw?
Who is this guy?
I call myself podcast because of my podcast.
I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
So it's done. It's done.